ladies and gentlemen. So tonight, as you can clearly tell, we're going to be playing some Isaac. What character do we want to play?
Today we're going to try to at least unlock something with some new character. Blue Baby can go suck my ass because
Fucking Blue Baby.
You had a lovely time before this trying to unlock him just off screen, but we're going to tell him to go fuck himself. I fucked over Maggie Run by deciding we were going to try Hush. Turns out going to Hush with about 4 HP is not a good idea. Even if you have brimstones. Alright. Hopefully we get a Tammy's Head Brimstone like last time, because that was pretty fucking overpowered, I have to say.
OP. Anyway, I remember showing up halfway for that Hush round.
Yes,
we thank God for
you
the Nodleaf.
Nodleaf. We fucking lost, okay? Nodleaf did shit.
Yeah, we ended up going invulnerable, and then he started spawning all those pieces of... What do you call those?
I don't know. They were like zombies, but they weren't really zombies, so like it's really difficult to say.
The point is, he spawned minions, and they crowded the hell out of us. So the immediate danger of Hush blasting us to death was gone, but now we had an entire crowd around us, so the moment we would have undone ourselves, well, that's it. So I planted a bomb hoping that it wouldn't take off the Nodleaf. It went off, so that was the end of that.
We learned something. That's the key thing right now. So I don't know if you just noticed, we just got Abel, well known in the Isaac community. Abel, MVP of Isaac, literally winner of most runs.
Sarcasm is endless tonight.
I know.
Anyways, so something else has come to our attention. We're gonna take a break from all the whimsical commentary. We watched a couple of videos earlier today, and these videos were on whether YouTube was broken. You know a bit more about this than I, so you think you can talk about those videos, Mark?
I don't want to say anything, condemning or anything factual. I'm going to stay neutral in this conversation. I've seen a few YouTubers, or at least more like one of each opinion. Generally, both are well known, and they both took each side. One played devil's advocate, and the other basically was very much for the people of YouTube. We just fucked over and lost the old devil. But yeah, no. It's yeah, that.
Anything.
Yeah, no, we just had to check. We're going Cathedral. But yeah, no, and it talks about basically like YouTube policies and how basically, reaction videos and shit are like scummy of the earth or something like that, and how like people need permission and stuff, and then there's copyright laws and how it's YouTube's fault, but it's also not YouTube's fault, and what can YouTube do to make it happen or help with it? And it's very complicated, and it's because it's not black and white. It's like YouTube's not 100% at fault, but they're not completely innocent. And then there's also the people who are basically, saying, oh, YouTube's fucking them over, but they might have actually genuinely just broke the rules, and so they basically are joining in the boycott and stuff, and people are like, oh yeah, they got fucked over. Really, they just used copyright music when they weren't supposed to. I don't know anyone like that, but there are people out there who literally just do break the rules, no matter how big they are. You have to get permission to use it. You have to have, like a written consent or of some sort. You have to follow the law. You got to read up on it, and that's why I'm not going to try to give my opinion on it, because I have not done my research, so I'm not going to claim anything as basically being right or wrong. I'm just saying what they have said. I don't have any real major opinion on this. I kind of did before, but I had to watch a bit more on these videos and understand them without having a biased opinion to really see both points, and both points are valid. Both have their, loopholes and plot holes, and not plot holes, fucking like fallacies and stuff like that, which are sometimes relevant, sometimes not relevant to it. And really, at the end of it all, it's just, I don't really know who's really the right and wrong. I don't really know. Anyone out there can believe which one ever they want. I'm going to just give my opinion on this. If you're going to want to take Dead Cat, you might as well take that.
But I don't want to have Dead Cat.
Okay, don't
I'm
get
Maggie.
the transformation.
I have 4 hearts.
Yeah, but transformation.
Fuck that.
Fine, alright. But yeah, to just end the conclusion, I probably said that extremely sloppily and probably didn't go at all in depth into it. I just claimed just of it, and I'm quite. If anyone's on YouTube and hasn't heard of it, the dispute of make YouTube great again, the Trump thing.
May I conclude?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Now, as I said before, Mark knows more about this topic than I do, and even though we don't exactly have the knowledge to do a face cam for our games, I do have a camera, and I intend to make a video just discussing the topic in more depth another time. So you'll get to see my face at the very least. However, this is a very panicking topic for me, especially since I only found out about it today and I'm still pretty malinformed, because it tells us that there's unfairness. It comes from something that hasn't even been identified properly yet, and it risks taking smaller channels down.
Like us.
Well, no, we're still too tiny to be noticed at this point.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's terrifying, because if what we do goes somewhere, it can make all of the time spent on gaming for others for naught. Anyways, like I said, we'll be sure to discuss this more in depth after we've become better informed another time. Anyways, back to this.
Back to the game.
That was tough.
So no deal taking, I guess. So we're going angel rooms then?
No, I just didn't want Guppy's cat.
Yeah, no, but
I just didn't want
you
Guppy.
know when you deny a deal with the devil, it significantly increases your chance of getting a deal with the angel.
Whatever gets thrown my way, I will take it if it suits me.
You should probably blow up those mushrooms for a chance at like Magic Mush probably would fucking be
Noted.
MVP.
I might go back after. Anyways.
Well, you have 8 bombs, and 9 actually. So.
Alright.
Oh, try to get one of them to blow up the tinted rock so you don't have to waste the bomb. Oh,
Do it.
well, you killed him.
You told me as I was shooting him.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't say it fast enough, and I don't want to panic as fuck. Jesus Christ.
I haven't seen the shop. Alright. I'm not going to be able to blow up all of these at once.
There's more down there to the right.
Is there?
Yeah, there's
Alright.
like more stacked up.
What?
There.
What? Oh, ooh. Anyways, wait, what comes from this if you blow it up?
You could
Aside from
potentially get
nothing.
you can get mini mush or magic mush.
What about the other mushrooms, like skinny mushroom?
I don't think cause skinny mushroom. I don't think skinny mushroom's in the pool. I've never seen it. It might be, but I'm not aware of it. Oh, that was at least a nice consumable game. But
Right, what are we missing from Maggie?
we're missing all
everything.
the angel rooms. We're missing
Everything important.
Hush. We're missing Mega Satan.
God damn it! Why don't you do Maggie ever?
Cause no one fucking likes Maggie.
What's wrong with Maggie?
Literally, other than her HP, everything else is shit at the beginning. Her
Aw.
speed's shit. Her fucking shot speed's shit. Her tears are shit. The damage she does is shit. Yumhar's worthless most of the time.
Anyways, so this was a pretty interesting topic that we should bring up. You see, we try to make backlogs. Now, for those of you who don't know what backlogs are, this is something YouTubers do. They just make a bunch of videos at once, and then they'll post them over a certain period of time. Now, we make backlogs simply because we have school.
And
So-
other things like social lives.
We also don't live right next to each other, so it takes some time to get to each other.
Yeah.
Now, we make these backlogs partly because it's fun, simply because you don't want to play Fable for 20 minutes and then not
Stop.
again.
Yeah.
So, what ends up happening is... Oh, fuck, where am I
You might
going
want-
with this?
Backlogs, you're explaining what they are. You died.
Why do I suck today? Alright, we're switching up.
I'm going in? Alright,
Yes,
I'm
you
going
are.
in.
Alright, anyways, so where I was going with backlogs is, how do people manage to make them individually? Do people do that, or does everyone just backlog?
Most people backlog. At least most like famous YouTubers would generally backlog. Backlogging is, it's basically to make sure. One thing is to make sure that you're going to be able to stably post something. That's what we're trying to do with our channel. We're trying to make sure we at least post one video a day. Because it's I guess I wouldn't say professional, but it makes it more stable and it's more trusting because then like, oh, I can guarantee that this person's going to post so and so every day. This is garbage.
You want to restart, or no, that's
No,
weak.
that's you go with the fucking run you get. But yeah, no. And for us, basically, our reason is backlogging. Why? Because we don't live like fucking Sahara Desert away from each other. No, but it is a bit of a hassle to get to one house to the other, especially when we have actually like majorly important stuff like school we have to do, and we have to get that.
Tinted rock.
I know. We got
Do
2
you?
hours.
Do you?
Do you want to build a snowman? No.
Rock!
Best rock in the game. Not better than Dwayne the Rock Johnson though. Those fucking pecs, man.
Anyways, despite the undeniable pros of doing backlog videos, there is a fault. The fault is that you run out of things.
Hello everyone. Sorry for cutting away there for a moment.
Oscars and such.
Oscars and such, had to say goodbye to a few people. Not like goodbye like forever, but goodbye, see you again.
We had people over.
Yeah. So what were we talking about?
We were talking about the bad sides of backlogging.
Bad sides of backlogging. Yes.
Anyways, some of the bad sides would include the fact that only so much happens in the period of time you're filming. So what will happen is you run out of things to talk about. When you make a video, let's say once a week, the natural flow of events will make up what you talk about. I mean, if Trump does something stupid or hilarious, or both, that seems to be his thing, or if Leo wins an Oscar, we'll be able to talk about it.
No, yeah.
But let's assume that you make 2 videos in succession. After you talk about those 2 big events, assuming your life revolves around those 2 events, you'll run out of things to talk about.
No, yeah.
Like right now, what do you want to talk about, Mark?
Now, right now, you want to talk... Actually, let's talk about Leo and the Oscars, because currently, right at the moment, they're giving Oscars away for free. Not actually for free, but they're awarding the Oscars. And so, I want to think your opinion. Do you think Leo should win an Oscar?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't really know. I haven't watched his movies. Something about The Revenant and a bear attack.
The bear attacks in The Revenant.
Well, yeah,
You didn't
but
use Spacebar.
that's all I know.
No, yeah, I
don't know what he's been up to. Search him up. Search up what Leo has done this
the latest
year.
thing that he's basically nominated for is The Revenant. That's the latest thing that has been, at least that I have knowledge
Have you seen
of.
it?
I have currently not seen The Revenant, even though I really wish to. It's not a horror movie. I thought it was a horror movie, but it's not.
No, it's about some guy living in the forest, or surviving in the forest. Shit went down.
It actually was recorded out in Alberta, in our home country of Canada. Should probably blow up that guy because he kills my people.
All right, just because it was filmed in Canada does not mean that it was nearby. I mean, freaking hell, Canada is huge.
It's giant. Yet we have fucking our population's smaller than the subscriber base of fucking PewDiePie.
PewDiePie. Anyways. Alright. Anyways. Alright, so... another thing to talk about would be Warhammer. We haven't played that in a while. Would you like to tell them what happened, Mark? Go on, tell them what happened.
We told them about the scenario that happened last time.
No, in the last chapter we played.
Yeah, it was...
Did I corrupt you? Tell them if you did or didn't.
Oh, yeah, we had to go and fucking go to our RP session. So, yeah, no, it was very much based, I don't know, if any of you are aware of Warhammer 4K, there's a faction called Chaos. Or if you watched the Overlord series that I'm doing, I talk about it a bit. But, yeah, Chaos basically is, they're basically they're demons, they're people from hell and stuff like that in the basic form. And in our game, basically, Nick here, our game master, decided, you know what, I'm going to toss you onto a fucking scenario in which literally you're in a ship that's probably at least like 5 kilometers long. Yeah, it sounds big, but when you're trapped in fucking space, you can't leave those 5 kilometers, so you're strictly stuck in there with basically at least over 1,000 crew members, guaranteed over 1,000. That probably
thousands.
These
are big goddamn ships, man.
I know, and they're basically carrying a bunch of troops. And so, basically, what happens is 95% of the people on the ship get corrupted by chaos and turn against us. And what happens is there are multiple scenarios for each people in the group. Some people deal with a certain god of chaos. I ended up with Khorne, which is the god of war and blood. Basically, he wishes for you to, destroy his enemies and, make their blood...
Make their skulls become one in the infinitely joining number of skulls on his skull throne.
Yes, the skull throne. Blood for the blood god, skull for the skull throne. But the thing, though, he doesn't care where the skulls come from. He don't care where the blood falls. So, literally, if you fucking die for him, or you just die fighting, literally, you've satisfied him. Even if you're, one of his favorite acolytes. You should probably spacebar.
Fine.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It helps.
Whoa.
And so, and so I was dealing with Khorne, and I luckily resisted chaos. I stuck to my guns to the Emperor.
Well, I mean, it was a full-blown intrusion into the warp. Everybody got a little corrupted.
Yeah, no, it's impossible when you go into or at least in the form of a warp, or if you're being fucking communicated by the chaos gods or forms of them, you're generally going to be corrupted in some way. The Imperium generally is going to want to kill you. Number one, that's fucking great. Shitty for range.
Well, here's what ended up happening. In our party, we had Mark, who was an arbitrator. Now, keep in mind, we are playing Warhammer Dark Heresy.
Yes.
So, he was actually the least corrupted out of all of us. You see, 2 out of the people in the party ended up having to deal with a scenario revolving around Khorne. And in this scenario, we ended up losing consciousness and waking up in the armory of the ship. And in this armory, we ended up getting frickin', okay, not literally raped, but gang raped by a bunch of bloodthirsters, which...
Lots of demons.
Yeah, well, I remember when I played Dark Crusade, the Bloodthirster was this huge boss creature, but when it was described in the book, it was just a minion.
Wait, you Bloodletters. Bloodletters.
Bloodletters.
Bloodthirsters. We did not fight Bloodthirsters. Bloodthirsters are basically the size of the ship.
Bloodthirsters, fuck you. Yes.
They're the strongest. They're greater demons. They're literally the strongest demons that
Corn can throw at you.
Corn can throw at you, other than demon princes themselves. But they are literally, like, basically almost demigods at that point.
Anyways, so Mark and I are trapped inside this armory with 4 different bloodletters just coming at us. They're wearing their bronze plating. They have their own hook swords and everything, and they impale us. They cut our ligaments. They cut our throats. They decapitate us and we still don't die. How, you ask? Horn is keeping us alive. He would think it a waste if the protagonists, who actually have fate points, would just die.
Nice.
So, Mark goes through all sorts of crap, gets decapitated, survives, impaled 4 times.
Oh my
fucking god.
Tits. That's I think it's a 1.5 or 2 damage up.
Good calls. Anyways, alright, so let's see. Decapitated, got the ligaments in his knees cut, throat slit, impaled 6
onto
times.
the wall.
Yeah, so they were just going at it, and during this entire while, some of the items in the armory had begun to glow, and calling out to Mark, saying, "Use me to slay your enemies,"
Something
to slay
along those
Korn's
lines.
enemies, which is a contradiction because they were sent by Korn.
Yeah, so it's...
The point is, it's a corruption instance.
No,
Live in pain, or
Die.
survive and become corrupted.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna just let you die.
Nah.
No, I wanted to fuck with you. Anyways.
You want to fuck me? Jesus, man. Just take
Well,
me
there
to
was
dinner first.
There was another character. Mark was holding out remarkably. He was not succumbing to the chaos. Now, there was another character inside the room. He was more of a gun person. So, realistically, a gun called out to him, and eventually he succumbed. Willingly. So, he shot down all the other bloodletters, and that was
tried
it.
to kill me.
But then, Mark knocked him one and snapped out of it. Regardless, Mark never succumbed to chaos.
Even though you cracked my skull open.
Okay, let's not mention how the skull was clearly detached from your spine upon being decapitated.
Everything put together at
Let's
the
see,
end.
what else? We had a character deal with Slanesh. She appeared inside the bathroom. She was just surrounded by drugs and alcohol. Tell us what Slanesh is all about, Mark.
Slanesh, lust, money. Decadence, overconsumption. Basically what kind of is ruining the economy nowadays. That 1%.
What do you actually know about the economy, Mark?
What do I know about the economy? Our dollar's worth fucking nothing.
We're Canadian.
It's literally $80 to buy a fucking AAA game nowadays, Nick.
Well, hey, some people have it way worse.
You literally just said A. Do you really want us to sound more Canadian? A.
Well, I meant to say hey.
Hey,
Well, anyways, people have it way worse. I mean, aren't there places in the world where they have $1 trillion bills?
It's not trillion, but definitely $1,000 bills, like the fucking yen and
Even
fucking
the US
pesos.
has $1 trillion bills. They're just decorative.
No,
I mean, that's like a
they're
gift
not
you give
real.
to some
Those are fucking fake. Why did you hit smart?
habits.
You don't have the habit.
You're a habit.
I'm breaking the habit tonight. Linkin Park song, totally not going to get copyright strikes.
Okay, we just went over what copyright strikes can do.
Oh,
Man, that
God.
was worthless.
Yeah.
Oh, passage.
Have you done the boss even?
Nope. I don't know why. I just used that.
Yeah.
I should have saved it.
Yeah.
This is an off day for me.
You're very interesting. Literally, like, losing... What was it, the last run you had? It was, like, a really good, not Lilith run. It was a really good Maggie run.
What did I even have? I remember
I don't
it
know,
sucked.
but you're probably going to die here. So that's
Well,
what
you're
matters.
the one who told me to come in here.
I'm sorry. I didn't expect you to suck this bad.
Well, we had quite the night yesterday.
Okay.
I'm still in recovery mode.
You're still in recovery? No, yeah. We're not going to go into detail, preferably.
Tell the world what we did yesterday.
Nah, we're just going to say we partied. Okay, at least Nick partied.
We're college students, therefore we do college things.
Yes, we'll leave it at that. It's the college saying, give it the old college try or whatever. Fuck, I don't fucking know. I don't.
No, we went to a college party. It had drinks in it.
Used
I drank,
12 hearts.
and I still feel sick.
You died.
Well, this was a rather failed run.
Rather failed run. I claim that it was quite well. You were just not focusing at all on it.
Well,
But that's
I think that should be all then. Well, thank you for having the patience to watch us, ladies and gentlemen.
We thank you for spending your time here. Just remember to like, comment, subscribe, maybe even share it.
Don't drink too much at parties.
Or just don't do drugs, because you know what? Winners don't do drugs. Well, okay maybe a little.
We're going to discuss that topic that has many possible answers later. Stay sexy, Internet.
And
have a good night.